Yeah, got a new show for y'all.
Got a damn good show.
Yeah.
All right, what we got going today?
Yeah. What we got? What we gonna be reviewing today?
It was just a post that I saved. We were supposed to do it last week, but Damon Wayans was on Club Shay.
Club, yeah. Club Shay.
Said something in reference to comedians, and I'm not a comedian, so just saved it for
You
all.
want a comedian's perspective?
Yeah.
Well, you got three here.
Yeah.
Got CJ over there. Got the Hodge twins. Three comedians.
Yeah, I think been off about a couple of years now.
Yeah, it's like riding a bicycle, though.
Yeah, I know. All right, so let's get to it.
Cat sat down with me about a year ago.
Oh, hey, the world heard it.
And people got upset with me, Damon, because they say, well, you should have defended this, you should have defended that, or you shouldn't have. All I did was ask him a question.
Right.
I didn't know that there was so much animosity or beef between comedians. I don't think the world knew it. The comedic world knew it because you live in that, like you said, you live in that world. So you know what guys and gals don't get along with each other. When you heard the interview, tell me what went through your mind?
I laughed because Cat is funny. Cat is one of the fewest comedians that in one word you know who it is. Amara. As soon as he opens his mouth, him, Wanda Sykes, Chris Rock, you know, that means you have a clear and distinctive voice, right?
Right.
So when I watch a comedian, I'm watching funny. I'm watching what's going on behind his eyes when he goes, and he reaches for his drink, and then he starts, and he's thinking funny.
Right.
He's really roasting these guys.
Right.
People took it, you know, like personal, like he was just having fun.
Right.
Got that liquor in him, had the fire going behind him, you know, he was like feeling stuff. I personally don't think that I feel like we're a fraternity and there's enough stuff going on out there for you to be talking about instead of talking about what's going on in here. Like I said, I think it's funny, but everybody steals jokes.
Right.
You know, it's like, it's not stealing the joke. It's once you know it's not yours and you keep doing it, that's the crime. Because this is, you know, it's funny how it works. The mind just works and is grabbing stuff, especially for, you know, people who don't write jokes.
Right.
They just go up on stage and talk.
Right.
Cat Williams talks, you know, Steve Harvey, you know, you just talk.
Right.
It's almost like being an MC and you're going, hey, where you from? What you do? And the first thing that comes to mind is what you say. But sometimes you're saying the first thing that came to your mind is somebody else's joke.
If you steal somebody's joke, do you have to give them credit for it?
No, you know, Robin Williams was a notorious thief. I ain't lying.
Yo, wow.
His manager used to walk around with a checkbook, and Robin would come off stage and comedian would be, hey, he just took my name to write him a check, $75.
Damn.
75.
Robin was all stream of conscious. And he would steal material. He was known. Comedians would go, I'm not going on because Robin's here.
Right.
You know, but
I heard
it
that.
happens.
Right.
But I always look at like comedy like this. If it's not the last joke I'm ever going to tell, I ain't going to treat it like that.
Oh, okay.
You ain't taking my wife or my kid. It's just a joke. That means I got to think of something else.
Right.
You know what I mean? But for people to be all, you know, up in arms about a joke, really, what is the joke? Did the joke end the war in you know, in the Middle East?
Right.
Was it that powerful? Then what you tripping over?
Well, white people call that plagiarism. You see, you take my work. Oh, I'm suing you.
Yeah.
Same thing with a comedian. That's your work. But you know how long it takes to write a joke? You're like, man. It just came to me. I was on stage and it just came to her and it killed. And then somebody you hang with next day, or you see him a couple months later and he's telling the exact same
Right.
joke.
It's easy to say when you got money and you on that stature like Damon. It's easy to say.
Right.
You take somebody's joke, man, especially they can get money for it by selling it and you take it.
Yeah, it's like taking food off the table.
Yo,
especially if
that's
you're a big name like Robin Williams was.
Exactly.
You do a comedy special and you're up there telling a joke. You like, if I go tell this joke,
exactly,
like, I stole the joke.
Right.
You know?
And especially if Robin took your joint and he do it on TV, then you go do it. Oh, the crowd gonna say something. People gonna say something.
They'll be like, hey, Negro, you stole that from Robin Williams.
Yeah, man. So with Damon, like, I don't know, bro. I don't know.
Well, he's up there. He's rich. He's a celebrity.
That's what
He's
I'm saying.
elite
Like
of the elite when it comes to
when you're in the
acting,
bottom,
all that, yeah.
right? When you're in the bottom, people fight for that. That's like, yo, that's my
That's my livelihood.
Yeah.
That's gonna put me over the top.
Exactly. That one. What if that one joke could have took you past everything?
Yeah.
Nah, man.
Then you have to do away with the joke. And a lot of times when you have a joke, man, it warms people up. You gain momentum for it because that one joke turns into 20 other jokes. But you keep tagging and you keep hitting it back and forth throughout your show.
Yeah. What you about to say, Keith? You about to...
Yeah, Damon crazy as hell for that.
Yeah, man. Yeah, he
Now, see, he's saying that now. I wonder how many people's ass he beat back in the day when he was coming up.
I know.
I bet you him and all the Wayans just
All the way jumping
him.
on.
In the back of the club, beating the hell out of him. Take my joke again, nigga.
Right. And throw a towel on him like, now clean yourself up.
Yeah. I mean, it's easy to say that once you get to a certain
Yeah, it is.
Does
It
he
is.
tour now still?
I never seen with him.
Man, that dude is up.
Nah, he's doing TVs. He don't have to.
He's acting. He did a lot of acting. He had that. What's that one?
What's it
show?
called? Something House? Something Papa's House or something like that? That's
He
the
had
new.
that Lethal Weapon. He had that show. That got. I think that did. I didn't watch it. My wife did. She said it's real fun. I haven't got around to looking.
Yeah,
at it, but
I heard it's really funny. Yeah.
they say it's really good. So.
You talking about Papa's House?
Yeah, what's it called?
You talking about Papa's House?
Papa's
the new
House.
show?
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
old, right?
With his son? No, that's new.
It's new.
Oh, it's a new one? He's
It's
got a
new.
show?
It's new. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't he do that movie? He was fighting a great white hope. What?
Yeah, it was Great White Hype.
Yeah. He was.
White Hype,
Yeah. It was Woody Harris. He was fighting something like that.
No, it was let me pull it up. It was this.
Oh, that white dude.
that
That
white boy,
funny.
yeah.
Yeah.
He got all fat. He didn't train at all.
Yo.
Who am I fighting? The white boy?
Yeah.
Yo, he looked like King Hippo from Mike Tyson Punch Out. Remember?
Yeah,
The big dude hit him in the
He
stomach.
got
He was,
fat. I think he was in the ring smoking a cigarette or something like that.
yeah, he did.
Yeah, he was smoking, right? He was walking to the ring with a cigarette in his mouth.
His stomach was
funny,
big.
man.
That movie was funny,
I
man.
had to go
there
see
it
that.
is.
And then he was
that's
that one movie.
Yeah.
Is that it?
Yep.
that's great.
Yep. When Samuel L. Jackson was like Don King or something like
yeah.
that.
Click that picture. I'm trying to click. There you go. Yeah.
Look how funny guy.
He had a cigarette before he went in the ring.
I forgot Samuel L. played
I
Yeah.
forgot
the
Samuel
Don
was
King.
in
Don
there.
King
He played
dude.
the Don King.
Yep.
Damn.
Yeah.
It's been so long ago since I seen the deal.
you
You
go-
that movie Major Pain?
Major
He's acting
Pain.
Like a Phillips truck.
one tubby, two tubby.
1, 2. Yeah, man. Yeah, that was a classic character, man.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, man. But
Yeah, but if you ask me, Robin Williams, he's paying people $75.
yeah, $75, man. You. I'm like, nah, dog. You got to
making
come on.
millions off of this.
I think he was Jewish then, one.
Here's $75. Man, get out my face. Yeah, man.
I don't think Cat was being serious and making a joke with it, but he was dead serious. Like he was.
Yeah.
The only reason he went up there because of Cedric. Because Cedric took his joint and started talking about it, and they asked him, and Cedric was like, so that's why Cat.
Cedric who?
Cedric the Detainer, yeah.
Took his joke?
Took his joke.
Because I haven't seen that full interview when he was on Club Shay.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, I haven't watched it.
Yeah.
bits and pieces
And
of
Cat
it.
was just like, man, I'm tired of this. Like, Cat's, been trying to play him.
Oh, so you used Cedric the Entertainer still.
Cedric, yeah, and a couple other comics. Steve, they used to try to shit on him. So he was like, nah.
Y'all should have seen that coming. Black people stealing jokes. It's not nature. You see what they do to each other in Chicago? A joke stealing, man, that ain't nothing.
I could have took your life if I wanted to.
Be happy I took words.
Yeah, I can take your words. I can take your life too. You can come over with another joke, nigga.
You can't come up with another soul. Whoa.
Yeah, but I understand. I don't know. Stealing someone's joke, that's like a big no-no. This is a big no-no. You don't take somebody else's work.
Yeah, you don't. You don't.
I've never done that. I wouldn't.
I would feel guilty doing that.
I would feel so guilty if I saw someone else's joke Even if there was, say
you
I
got
came across
conscience.
somebody who was very unpopular, nobody knew who he was, and I went to see him and said, man, those jokes killed on stage. I like those jokes. It would really go well with my crowds.
Yeah.
The sentiment of the joke. I said, I'm gonna go ahead and take. I couldn't do that.
Yeah, I'll be respectful, come with a common ground and pay him. Like, yo, what you want, man? Like, let's talk. What you want? Yeah. That's all that is.
What if he say $50,000?
I'm like, man.
You can go
Come
ahead
on
and have
back.
that
Here, I'm
joke.
gonna write your check back.
I know, man. Yeah,
Come back. I got my checkbook back.
Right. See, now we're gonna do this the easy way or the hard way.
Yeah, because heavy hitting jokes, man, you just don't let nobody walk away with that.
Yeah.
It's a joke Richard Pryor said, man. No one's ever tried to emulate it or replicate it, but it's this joke where he said he was going back and forth with his wife, and she said she kept telling him, no, I don't want to have sex. I don't want to have sex. Right. She kept saying, I'm on my period. I'm on my period. She said, you on your period again? Bitch, you gonna bleed to death. And that joke is so funny. And I never forget that joke. I would never go on stage and try to even emulate that joke.
Yeah. Like, see, that's the thing. Richard Pryor jokes, like, we know it so well. We'd hear it. We'd be like, yo.
That's an old joke. Nobody knows about that joke.
Well,
I do know that there's certain jokes that you can't tell because the premise, it's the same thing with music. The premise around the joke, like the thing that you're trying to get at has already been mastered by this person. So you're just taking a variation of that and making your own.
Right.
And a lot of comedians, I know professional comedians can pick that out, just like artists can. Like, oh, you wrote that song that sounds exactly like this, but you
twist it.
You changed the key of the song. You changed the cadence of the song. You know, and I'm gonna know.
Chris, what you just said is real in comedy with comedians, especially like the black comedians. We say, yo, he P. Diddy before P. Diddy was like all that crazy. They say because P. Diddy was known for remixing. So be like, yo, he P. Diddy my joint, man. I know he did. Like, he just put little sprinkles and whipped cream around it.
Yeah, put some baby oil on it.
Yeah, baby.
He took out the baby oil. He put a little. All he did was put some baby oil on it.
Close the show on that one. That's good.
That's it.
Man, that was a damn good show. Good show.
Hey guys, I got a special, a Dry Bar special on the Dry Bar app. Also, I'm on season 2 of Behind the Comedian. If you could check that out, that'd be super dope.